Hi, I'm Krueger, and I have been teaching sports psychology since 1982 and bringing it into businesses to be able to make it so they get to be peak performers also. And now recently we've been bringing it into the classroom. That's why I'm here. I'd love to be able to share the holistic approach to peak performance practices so that all our youth can become all they want to be, all they can be. Many times people have mental blocks, many times people have physiological problems. We want to make it so that we can make you exactly what you want to be through this multifaceted systems approach. One of them is mental practices. Of course, the mind actually makes you get your body moving. It makes everything else in the body work or not work. Athletes who've been super trained, they can psych out, and if that's all because of the mind. If you don't want to psych out before a test, same thing. You have to have some mental practices so that you stay still and calm and cool in that test or any other challenge that you have in life. I was on a hijacked airplane once, and I got into a very profound state of mind instead of being freaked out. Since then I started teaching stress management and so on, so I brought it into the classroom, teaching people to be de-stressed, teachers to not have so much stress in their life. There's also practices for the body, to be able to make your body fit, to make it a lot more healthy, and it also, those practices can also make it so that your mind is more still and more in your control. Physical practice, it's that psychosomatic blend, and this is a very important thing in life, to be able to make sure that each one of them is in synchrony. Then we tap into also the spirit. The spirit is the thing that really motivates it. That's why enthusiasm is there. Enthusiasm means from the God within. That's a Greek term. We get to be able to use the intellect, the inspiration, the enthusiasm. All these things come from within. We're inviting a student to be able to participate in showing you a key example of how nutrition can affect your strength. And would you come up here? Thank you. And I'm going to test his strength. It's called muscle testing. He's going to hold his strong arm out to the side, and his hand is going to be at his thymus, which is about right down one hand below your throat. I'm going to use the amount of strength to be able to make sure that I test how much strength he has, because I've done this with Olympian rowers, and I could hang on their arm, and they'd say, "What are you going to do now? Ready to resist?" Okay. Let's take some sugar. This is we don't want to show the brand, but he's going to hold that at his thymus. I'm going to push down with the same amount of strength. Are you ready? Resist. Now you'll notice that there was no strain at all to be able to have me put it down. You can do this testing at home if you'd like, if you learn about muscle testing. He's going to hold now a nice natural sugar at his thymus, and we'll do the same thing. Are you ready to stay strong? Okay. Now I can lean, and I'm pushing, and he resists. So this whole exhibition of muscle testing was done at the Olympics in 1988 when I'm standing in line for the commissary, and there's a 6'5", 250-pound rower behind me. I tested his strength. He held his arm out. I could hang on his arm. What are you going to do next? I put it down. I said, okay. I grabbed a packet of sugar. He held it at his thymus, held out his arm, and his arm dropped as fast as his mouth. Then I asked him to be able to put that aside. I grabbed a banana. He held it there, held his arm out, and he stayed strong. I could hang on his arm, no problem. Put that down. I did the same thing we did with this young man today. I asked him to be able to say, I'm weak, I'm weak. He stayed weak. Then I said, say, I'm strong, and he stayed super strong. And this is a simple illustration of muscle testing and how it affects your mind and your body. One of the sections that we have in peak performance practice is about the mind. And I'd like to be able to have illustrated how powerful the mind can be on your strength, but we can also know that the mind can also get you to psych out or psych up. So if we're going to have our student, you know the whole routine. Hold your strong arm out to the side, hand at your thymus. We'll ask you to be able to talk to the person over here, the imaginary person, and you tell them, I'm weak, but you stay strong. Are you ready? Do it.
I'm weak, I'm weak, I'm weak, I'm weak.
So you see that it's no harm, no foul is horrible. Now he's going to do the opposite because why? He knows that he's actually stronger, and positive attitude gives you that strength. Let's try it again. Ready?
I'm strong, I'm strong, I'm strong, I'm strong, I'm strong, I'm
lean.
strong, I'm strong.
Thank you. Good job. One of the practices that we have in peak performance practices is visualization and affirmations, and to be able to be positive about what we do. It's dramatically shown in an example that happened with me in the state championships when I went from a 108 100 breaststroker in 1 week to a 103.7. I had told my friend when I psyched up in the locker room before my race the exact times that I was going to do, and I knew I was going to do it. There was total confidence. Walked in, boom, did it. So as you see, we have a number of different things that we can do to be able to get you to be a peak performer, for body, mind, spirit aspects that train you to be all you can be. They're not training you to be able to be really great at a particular thing, because you can be great at just about anything that you focus on. You follow your inclination, you follow your heart. The key to this is actually just regular practice. And you'll find many, many practices that we can offer you in future programs. And the key is to focus on one, do it regularly every day, but if you focus on one or two more, it's going to enhance it and allow you to be able to progress even faster. It's like learning to be able to swim. You have to learn one stroke at a time, or you have to learn one kick at a time, and then you build up on that to be able to be better and better. This is what we do, slow but sure, and we succeed. Thank you.